Hello. It grabbed the wrong game, y'all. It was working a second ago. Hang on. Let me fix it. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Do. This is what I want. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Let me fix this. I already put this in here and fixed it the way it was supposed to be. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome into the stream. Let's see, I see Sophia's out there. Hello, Sophia. And Anita is here. And Kelly is watching over on YouTube. Hi, Kelly. Let's see. Sophia says, I had an introduction shift to another ward today. This one was much smaller, which was both interesting and also a bit boring. Is it the same type of nursing as the other ward you were on? Or is it a little different? Anita, I had asked Anita how she was doing, and Anita says, or how things were going, and Anita said it was going poorly, but a video from Jacques the Whipper doing his thing to Mariah Carey cheered me up. Okay, that's definitely a thing I need to check out. Clearly. And Leia's here. Hi, Leia. Welcome in. Friend, how are you doing today? How is your sabbatical going? Are you getting lots of words? So, yeah, so we are dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch, as we've been doing for a while, but I really want to try to get more people on YouTube, so thank you, Kelly, for hanging out. Sophia says about the ward, it's a little different. It's a short-term care ward, but most people who come there will end up in the ward I'm used to within the next year or two if they don't die before that. Yeah, but that's kind of interesting, though. I mean, I think. So I hope it continues to go well. And although boring can be annoying because, like, the day doesn't go by as fast, but boring can also be good because you just, like, not as stressful. So I hope it is not stressful, but also interesting. How about that? Leia says she is somewhat getting words. I can relate to that. Sophia says, yeah, I mostly need to add some wards to temp at so I can get hours up after I graduate. That makes sense. When is graduation, Sophia? When is graduation? So what is going on here? I haven't gotten very many words on the novel since last week. You know that thing where you plan for a thing to happen, but then either you realize you missed a thing that needs to happen in between, or you know there's something that needs to happen in between, and you start writing it, but you're not exactly sure what you're doing with it. That's kind of where I am right now. So, oh, Sophia graduates in 2 weeks! The 18th! How did I not know it was that close? That's awesome! I'm so excited for you! Kelly says on YouTube, I need to work on this manuscript for a client, so that's what I'll be doing. Sounds good. I have not done very much productive today. I did eat breakfast. Y'all. So that's a thing. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Sophia says, oh, it's cool, the chatter being combined like that. Yeah, I can see both things on my streaming software. I have a multi-stream side, but there's usually hardly ever anybody over in the YouTube. So, yeah. So I also have YouTube open in a tab with the video paused so that I can see in case I miss something that comes up. Because randomly, Streamlabs wipes the chat backlog, so if somebody has said something and I missed it, it may not be in my multi-stream anymore. So yeah, so I'll keep them both open just so I can keep an eyeball on it. Let's see. Leia said, oh, I had that issue. Not sure how to get from one point to my act 2 to another. The result, 5 unexpected chapters that I love. That's amazing. I love that you love them. That's awesome. Yes. Sophia says, I'll be studying for a bit longer. Like after graduation, you mean? Kelly says, I wasn't even subscribed to your channel. What? What is wrong with you? I say that, but honestly, again, like, I really would like to do more with it. And I keep giving myself these goals of, okay, I'm gonna flesh out this thing. And I just keep, like, you know, life explodes or I get sidetracked or whatever. I have gotten so bad. And I don't know if this is, like, okay. Clearly, me speaking is indicative of the problem. I start many things and I don't follow through on those things. And this has been going on for the last several years. And now that seems to be my habit and it's super annoying. And so this week I've been trying to get back on track. I've been doing my planner, except I haven't done today's, so that probably should be where I start. I've been doing my planner. I'm really behind on everything because I did not get nearly the things done that I needed to get done this week because I'm fucking around. So, yeah. Let's see. SB Flower is here. I'm not dead. Family life things did not let up for a long while. Well, I am glad you're back. Ray, right? SB Flower is Ray? I'm pretty sure SB Flower is Ray. But when people are gone for a while, I have to, like, dig into that old thing. Yes, it's Ray. Yes. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in, friend. Ray is in on Twitch. Let's see. Sophia says, Sophia says, in a couple of years, I'm going to become a nursing assistant specialist in op and post-op care and stuff like that. That's so cool. That would be, if I went into nursing, which I should not because I do not have the temperament to be in nursing. But if I did, I think that would be a cool place to go. Kelly says, YouTube works better if you also post videos. That's where I got most of my followers. Slow but steady growth. Yes. And I know that, and like, I have some videos from the past when I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing this. And then a tree fell on my house and then my life exploded and nothing has gotten back to normal since. But I had, like, my plan had been several years ago was to grow my YouTube channel, but then things happened, right? Ray says, that's certainly a sign I've been away a while. Me not being positive that Ray is Ray. So, but that's okay. I still remembered. It worked out. We're fine. We're good. We're friends. It's fine. Kelly says, you attend/run so many cons. You have a ton of content to post. Yes, if I was good at that. I'm not. I'm not good at consistency in that regard. I do like to do video content. That actually, like, I enjoy that. But it takes a lot of my brain. And also you know that thing, like, I know what to put in my newsletters. Like, that, you know, a lot of people are like, I don't know what to say in my newsletters. I say all kinds of shit in my newsletters. Somehow, for me, in my brain, that doesn't translate over to video. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Ray says, it's cool that your comment feed is merging both platforms now. Nice. Can y'all also see the YouTube comments? That's cool. Let's see. Anita says, I have YouTube plans as well that keep getting put off. You and me, friend. Same boat. Same boat. And somehow, last night, I put myself forth to help with an anthology. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know how it happens. It just happens. Okay. Let's see. I can see. Oh, you can see it on my screen. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. Good. Yeah, that's awesome. Good. So you guys can see that. Fabulous. I love it. Yeah, and I take, like, my other problem with conventions is that I don't do enough, like, I don't think to do content at conventions. And then when I do think to do content, then I'm too tired to do anything with the content later. So, like, yeah. So, yeah, in all my spare time, Kelly, that's right. That's right. All my spare time. I have so much. My problem is if I didn't dick around so much, I would have more spare time. But I waste it doing stupid random shit that is like not. Anyway. Ray says, I too am theoretically working on YouTube stuff. I feel like y'all, we need to make a club or something. However, I also have gained about 20 essay topics worth of stuff to write during all this family life stuff. Well, I guess that's good that you at least got some essay topics, right? That's good. That's good. Oh, also as a heads up, y'all, my book is on sale. Today's the last day it's on sale. It's on sale till midnight tonight for 99 cents. So if you want to go check out Javaja, now is the time. Let me see if I can think of what my link is. Probably book Javaja? Yes! There we go. There's the link. So, yeah, so you can, like, if you've been wanting to get my book, it's 99 cents. Today's the last day. Go do the thing if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. Kelly says, I totally get that. I could make so much more content if I filmed and posted all the things I do around this creative world. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Ray. Thank you. You're awesome. And Sophie already has it. Thank you. You guys are great. Yeah, someday I'll finish. Someday I'll finish that last book that's 60% done. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. I like buying books from people I follow on Twitch. I do the same thing. I have, like, several of Anita's books. I have so many books. And unfortunately, I have not read them yet. I just am not focusing on reading as much. And I think maybe I should do something. Kelly does reading streams on YouTube where they're like, you know, streams like this, but it's reading instead of writing. So, which I think is super cool, but I just don't do. So I feel like maybe if I started doing reading streams, maybe that would be a thing. But the other thing I want to do is I want to start doing an in-person event, in-person writing, on a weekend, probably a weekend. Because I don't want to go out in the evening on a weekday in Atlanta because I'm old and I don't like to go out anymore. Yeah, not everyone, of course. Sometimes I like the person, but I don't like what they write, which is valid. Like, there's no obligation for you to buy something that you don't want to read. I would never want somebody to do that. So Kelly does her writing sprints every Monday night. Kelly, if you give me the link in the YouTube, I'll pop it over to Twitch, and that way folks on Twitch can get it. So you should be able to drop a link in there. I think I allow audience members to put links in the YouTube chat. But if that doesn't work, I don't know if I can actually. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can. Go to channel. I guess I can copy that link. Copy link address. Let me see if that works. Paste. Yes. All right. I can do that. Ha! All right. Whoops. I went off the wrong screen. Okay. For those folks in Twitch, this is Kelly's YouTube channel. And she does both writing sprints and reading sprints. So yeah. Every Monday night for reading. Oh, it's under your company. Oh, okay, never mind. Lloyd, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that link I just sent. Hang on. Can I delete it? I can't delete it. I can pin it, but I can't delete my own message. That's annoying. All right, let's try again. Yeah, it's under the Cursed Dragon. I'm all sniffly, y'all. I have fall allergies. Oh, God, the heater is really up. It did let me post the link here. No, it didn't, because the link didn't come through. You only see it. So send me a message on either via text or Messenger or something like that, and I will post it in the Twitch. All right, so everybody let me know what you're working on today. So Kelly's working on edits. Oh, let me scroll back. Also, because there's more chats. Anita says, yes, I too keep buying my author friends' books and not reading them. It is a time-honored tradition, my friend. Sophia says, I cleaned up my bookcases and I had to get rid of a bunch of books. I realized most of the books I got rid of were contemporary non-genre fiction, so I'm not buying more of that unless it's something I really want to read. That's good. That's good. So let me see. All right. So let me know in the chat what you're working on today if you haven't already. I am going to first work on the planner because I told you I didn't do that yet today. And then I am going to see about getting back into my writing. So what are y'all working on? I've got my heater going, but I'm also fanning myself because now I'm hot. I could turn my heater off, but as soon as I do that, 2 seconds later, I'm going to be cold because my body no longer knows how to regulate its own temperature. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, all right, nobody's telling me what they're working on. Come on, y'all. Y'all have been real quiet right now. All of you. Everybody's being really quiet. So now I'm paranoid that I'm not actually connected. Ah, there we go. Leia is working on another plot analysis. I'm stuck on what's next and need to make a plan. Leia, I don't know if you watched the video that Sean posted in the group the other day, but it's about plot grids, and I thought that was really interesting. So you may want to check that out. Sophia said, I told you I'm studying. Yes'm. I told you. All right, Ray says, oh, sorry, that's because I'm already working. I'm doing a batch of queries. Nice, awesome. After that, I'm going to be working on an Insta video script. I hate short form, must script. I don't want to script anything ever. I just want to do it. Like, I'm awful at that. I've done scripting in the past, which isn't bad, but my scripting is very much like my teaching in that I only do bullet points and then I just talk about the bullet points. So yeah, so I don't like scripting. But that's awesome. Talking points is all you need. Yeah, and for me, like teaching, particularly teaching, if I can't talk about the things with just, a list of what the topics are to remind me not to forget anything, if I can't talk about those topics with some knowledge without a script, like specifically for teaching, then I shouldn't be teaching, right? If I can't explain something without having paper in front of me to read from, then I should not be teaching it. Okay, cool, Kelly. I don't know if I have Discord open currently. I do not, because I rebooted yesterday and forgot to reopen it, which is the story of my life. So I will snag that. Thank you, Kelly. Leia says script if it helps, though. Yes, helps build confidence. No, I agree. If it's something needed, absolutely. And I will write things more detailed if it's something I don't know that much about, right? If I'm just talking about the things, if I'm discussing a topic maybe that I know lightly but I don't know in depth, then I have some information that I found that I mean obviously, but yeah. So good. Sophia says, I can't listen to people reading from a script unless they really know how to not sound like they're reading. Yes, agreed. I get low-key annoyed when I can tell somebody's reading, when I can tell easily. It's okay, if you're doing everything right, you've got your script right by your camera so you can continue to make eye contact with your camera lens and all that, and that's fine. But if it's they have their script over here and I can tell that they're going over a reading, or if they're just staring at that, and yeah, that annoys me. I may still listen if it's information I want, but it annoys me. Ray says, I also, hang on, scrolled. I also find myself inordinately annoyed when agents want cover letters instead of queries because that means my query package doesn't work and must do another hour of prep. I'm so sorry. And Ray says, yeah, I just have a different brain about pre-recorded videos. It's what works for me. And that's all that matters, my friend. All that matters. I could talk about sensitivity reading all day long, but it's far easier to organize first. Yeah, and that's, for me, like when I'm teaching or whatever, that's what the bullet points are for, right? They're for organizing, you know, the order in which I want to share these thoughts. Leia says, sometimes scripting helps when you know too much. It prevents you from going off on tangents. 100% true. Yes. Yes. Ray says, if I'm trying to keep it under a minute, I need focus. Yes. True, 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 true. All the truths. Anita says, script is good to keep you on track, but it should be used more as notes, I think. Yes. Sophia says, there's a page you keep linking in the group that also has a podcast. I tried the first 10 episodes, but she's just reading her blog post. I think it got better later on, but still hard to get through. Is that, oh, I can't think of her name. Wait, are you talking about, you're not talking about the Joanna Penn stuff. You're talking probably about the, oh my God, what's her name? Sasha Black? I'm not sure. Kelly says, my videos are super rough. I should probably prepare at least an outline of what I'm supposed to be talking about. An outline might be helpful, but if you can do it off the cuff, then do it off the cuff, if that's what works. Joanna Penn has transcripts of her shows, her podcast. She has transcripts, but they're not reading from the transcripts. They're actually, transcripts are from the show. Yeah, so I think that, I don't think that Joanna Penn reads like blog posts. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think I don't post a lot of podcast links. I do Joanna Penn's. I do, Ally, I don't know how to pronounce that thing. And I do, which is like their podcast is like the self-publishing something, I don't know. That one, and then I'll do some of Sasha Black's. So it has to be Sasha's. This person reads off the page and it sounds fake and unnatural. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. No, you're not linking the podcast. You've linked I've linked the blog post. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know who that is then, because I don't tend to listen to a lot of podcasts because I don't, like, when I'm in my car, I prefer to listen to an audiobook than a podcast. I found out they had a podcast from their blog. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, let's get into it, y'all, because, you know, soon Twitch is going to want me to... Oh, the ad break is already going. Okay, so the bad thing about being on the multi-stream side is that I don't get the warnings that ads are coming on Twitch. So, yes. Oh, there's Ariel. Hello, Ariel. Welcome in. We are about to get started on our first 20-minute sprint. What are you working on, my friend? What are you working on? I guess I can close my stream deck. You guys like the new holiday theme? LJ! Welcome in! Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. So glad you made it. Huzzah! I love having friends here. So, y'all let me know what you're working on. We're getting ready to get started. I am going to work on my today's planning because I didn't get very much done yesterday either. And then I'm going to see about maybe writing. LJ is editing. Excellent. And Ariel, what are you working on? Day job? Or are you able to work on some things? Oh, somebody fed the dragon. I missed it also. Anita fed the dragon. Thank you, Anita. That's when I'm in the multi-stream chat, I can't, like, I don't get all the cool little things you get in the Twitch chat. So, yeah. Leia says, I need to refill my coffee first. Coffee before all. Yes, but you are super healthy. That's the thing. You are super healthy. Ariel says, day job for now, working through a bad flare-up today. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you'll be able to, like, rest your bod, though, while you're working. So, all right. Shall we get into it then, y'all? I've got 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Okay, y'all, that is the first sprint. How'd everybody do? I did do today's planning page, and then I was getting started, and then my husband brought me a hobo burger, so I ate food. So now I'm very full because I had breakfast about 2 hours ago at this point, but yeah, so I'm full. I should be good for the rest of the afternoon. Yes, and I managed to get one word. I went and reread the part that I was kind of struggling with a little bit, and I'm just going to go with where it's going, and I'll work it out in edits. We'll figure it out later. So how did everybody else do? Let me know in the chat. It was very good. It was very tasty. He actually put salt and pepper and stuff on it before he put the cheese over it this time. So that was good. Sophia says, I felt sorry for myself, paid for a book-related thing, and finished not my homework, but enough of my homework for today, I think. Excellent. And it's okay to get a book-related thing. It's okay. Kelly says over on YouTube, I ordered Chinese for lunch and gave the puppy some wet food since she threw up her breakfast for some reason. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Maybe she ate it too fast. I know dogs will sometimes, I mean, cats puke all the time. It's just like a normal thing, but dogs don't puke all the time. So maybe he just ate it too fast. I mean, she ate it too fast. Sorry about that. Ray is forever impressed by how long spending in 4 or 5 queries can take me. Like 2+ hours always. Yes. But the trick to that is like have multiple different query letters pre-written or different pieces of letters that people have asked for and have them pre-written and then just plug in what you need. That's one way to kind of speed it up a little. And usually for me, and actually I'm going to start doing this because I want to put some short stories out on submission. It's not as important with short stories because you don't really query like that. But like I tend to do the parts in batches. Like I'll say, what do I need? Like I will go and look for all the things I need for all the people. Like I'll like put in a Word document or a Notion page or a spreadsheet, all the people, what their requirements are. And then I won't do them one at a time. Like go and find out what their requirements are, get those requirements and send those things in. And then go to the next one, figure out the requirements, and I batch things. So I'll take like 10 or however many, and I will just go find what they need, all the information I need in order to send that stuff to them, whatever that looks like, whether it's I have their email address or there's a contact form or whatever. And I put all that in the sheet. And then when I go to apply, like I will get the information I need together, and then I will go in and do it. I'm all about batching stuff. Anita sent the emails and is on to the newsletter. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Sophia says the book-related thing was that I had to pay a customs fee to receive a book from a Kickstarter I supported. We do love us a Kickstarter. Leia solved her problem by moving a later chapter up. Simple solution. Excellent. Then I read through the rest of my outline to make sure the new order doesn't have an unexpected impact. That's cool. That's one of the things I find interesting about that video that Sean posted. The chick is talking about story grids, and she actually puts a link to her Google Sheet that is like the template for that. And so I downloaded it, and it's interesting because it lets you can do a reverse outline, you can do a pre-outline or a reverse outline, but it lets you see all the different pieces of your story. And so sometimes you can catch things before, like, you know, before you're like knee deep in edits or whatever. So I'm playing with it to see how it works. Ray said, I add more to my query package each time I encounter something new that's asked for. Nice. I have pre-built docs for each variation. See, that's the way to do it. Ariel said I was able to focus on day job work, which is great because my meds make it very hard for me to focus. Yeah, I imagine. Sophia is going to read some fanfic. Yay! We love that. How is your fanfic going, by the way? now that it's all up there. Leia says, I love mine. It gives me a wide angle lens. Very helpful. That's cool. Yeah, so I imagine hers is similar to that. It's really cool because it has like a column for your main plot and a column for your theme, and then it has a column for columns for subplots, and then columns for character arcs. And so then the rows are either scenes or chapters, however you decide to do it. So yeah, so I'm working on like, in between I'm trying to do fill in a few cells at a time as I go, so that I'm not overwhelmed by this blank spreadsheet, feeling I have to fill it all in at once. I'm just letting myself, I'll just fill them in here and there as I go. So yeah. All right, shall we get back into it, y'all? I feel like those of you on Twitch are going to get an ad break in about 30 seconds, just as a heads up. But we're going to go ahead and start the sprint. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Yay! That sprint is over. How did everybody do? Y'all, in the YouTube chat, we have BookTube Mama. So I met her on Kelly's stream earlier today. And I was like, I need a BookTube Mama. And here she is. You made it. Yes. Huzzah. So we just finished our second sprint. We are getting ready for a break here in a second, but how did everybody do? I actually got focused and I went back to the scene that was giving me trouble and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to ride this. And so I got some words. How much did I get? I got 205 words, y'all. So, yes. Thank you, Kelly, for spelling her name out because I wasn't sure if it was with a K or a CH and I didn't want to, do it wrong. So now I know it's with a K. Welcome in, Christina! So, yay! All right, how'd everybody do? Check in. So for those of you who are new to my streams, we do a couple 20-minute sprints, then we take a little 5-minute break, and then we do a couple more 20-minute sprints, and then we take another 5-minute break, and then I lose track of when we've had a break or not had a break. But usually it's pretty close to the end by then anyway, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, that's how that works. So Anita started the newsletter telling the writing saga that was November. So y'all, Anita got her 50,000 words in November. So she did awesome. Ooh, big update from Leia. Wait a minute, let me go back. Okay, Ray said, oh, hi. I finished doing 4 queries. It took about 2 hours and I'm proud of me. I am proud of you too. Hang on. There you go. And then hopefully soon you will get... Oh, it didn't work. Hang on. What did I do? Hang on. There it is. I accidentally hit the wrong button. That was the problem. Okay, let me close that because I don't need that. All right. Good job. Good job, Ray. Ariel took a break from work and started editing some fanfic. Excellent. And Doozy Squimps has joined us on Twitch. Welcome in, Doozy Squimps. How are you today? Good morning to you, my friend. Leia says, another scene analysis almost done. My story grid is very in-depth. My rows are scenes, main and subplots in different colors. Each column asks about narrative purpose, character arc progression, tension, conflict, thematic question, awe factor, essential world building elements, escalation, promises and payoffs, and change. For example, I ask what world building elements does the reader need to know to understand what's happening in this scene. That then can ensure those elements are in previous scenes. I need a copy of this plot grid, Leia. I'm just telling you that so you understand that you need to make a blank copy of this and share it. With me, at least. I don't care about anybody else. I'm kidding. I care about everybody else. But I feel like that would be a really, really cool thing to share. All right. Ray says, now I'm prepping to head out in like 30 minutes and we'll probably take time in this next sprint to outline another quick script. Then I'll dip. Ray, you are on it today. You are on it. Good job. Good job. Kelly over on YouTube says, I ate lunch and uploaded the footage I need to edit my TBR video. Excellent. Doozy Squib says, my cats actually let me sleep to an acceptable hour today. Are they okay? Are they feeling bad today? Are they sick? So it's been a productive morning of cleaning and reading, now to writing and avoiding looking at work email for as long as possible. I support this. Ray says, I'm really curious to see that grid too. You could probably sell it on Coffee for a few bucks a pop, or on Etsy, or on lots of places. For $20. Girl, come on now. I got you $20. I got you $20. So, all right. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Might go a little longer because we'll chatty chat, but this is a time where I get up and go do my things. So I need to top off my tea, probably make another pot, and probably hit the potty. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So if you need something to eat, you need something to drink, you need to use the facilities, this is the time we set aside to do that. You don't have to do it. I'm not your mom, but this is the time we put aside to do it. So you may as well. Also, If you've been sitting this whole time, please get up out of your chair and stretch a little bit. Move your body around. Do a little dance. I'll be playing music during the break so you can like boogie, shake that booty kind of thing. Also, your first reminder, if you have not taken your meds today, and you should have taken your meds by now, take your meds. Only 3 more pills to go, y'all. All right. So, I'm going to put 5 minutes on the red timer. Boop. And I'm going to be right back. Y'all be right back. We'll meet back here in 5. That seemed like a good place to come back on. So I have my tea. I forgot to stir it. I do not have anything to stir it with. I meant to stir it because there's some honey in it, but it's at the bottom, which means the bottom is going to be very, very sweet. But that's okay. I like sweet. It works out. So, yeah. So I got tea. I made another pot. And then, of course, the cat was like, you haven't given me food in half an hour. I want food. And I know there's food in my dish, but I don't want that food. I want a different food that you have yet to give me. So I gave her more food. And she is indeed eating that food. But that also means I didn't get to go pee. So I'm going to go pee. There's a timer. So I'm going to go pee at the beginning of the sprint. Oh, excuse me. So yeah. So I'm going to go pee at the beginning of the sprint. So I'm going to go off camera for a second. And, but then I'll be right back and I'm going to get back into writing. So, y'all ready? Should we get back into it? Here we go. 20 minutes. I guess it would help if I actually got my thing over the start. Okay. 20 minutes. And for those of you on Twitch, you're going to get an ad here in about a minute. So just as a heads up. All right, 20 minutes, y'all. Let's get into it. Here we go. Oh, y'all, that was the timer. I was not ready. I was not ready. How'd y'all do? How'd y'all do? Yeah, it does kind of happen, right? So, let's see. I've gotten a total of 360 words so far this stream. Like I said, my main character's just gotten a huge fight that I was not anticipating. But you know, there it is. So, yeah. But that's actually good because this is late at night and the next morning is my main character wakes up from a dream. So now I get to go into that cool dream sequence. I love dream sequences. It's kind of a dream memory kind of thing, but I love dream sequences. So yeah. So I this will be an exciting part to write. Let's see. Uh, Rose says, fight, 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 fight. Well, I mean, they're not like fist fighting, but they definitely, you know, got into it. So Leia says, yeah, my character isn't behaving himself either. They never do. They never do. They're like children. Kelly says, I got the intro edited for the TBR video. Yes, I love it. Doozy Squimps got 268 words. Great job, friend. Great job. Anita's still working on the newsletter. Had to deal with tech issues with Instagram because of course. Because of course. Yes. I don't know if the gross is about the tech issues or something else. So yeah, so it feels like we're all kind of, you know, moving forward. That's awesome, awesome. Yeah, Insta tech issues, for real, for real. It's a pain. It's a pain. Although I can't really say anything because Twitch is apparently being a little bit twitchy because you guys might have noticed that there was hey, the writers troupe is streaming in the chat, and apparently something is getting slightly disconnected, but not majorly disconnected, so really weird. Sophia did her dishes! Yay! I wish someone would come and do my dishes. So, good job. Good job. All right, shall we get back into it? Everybody checked in? If you haven't checked in, please feel free to do that so we can cheer you on. Leia made a salad and then made it as unhealthy as possible. I mean, I'm down. I will eat it with your bacon. I will eat your bacon, Leia. So, yes. Rose says, oh, I wish someone would do my dishes too. Also, Sophia! Sophia says, also, I'm happy to report that the blender I bought was the right blender because it blended my soup very, very well. Yes. Yay. Yay. I'm so glad. Oh. Something just happened.
Star 21 just redeemed Octomuse.
Octomuse. Why didn't... Oh, I'm looking in the multi-stream. That's why. Okay. I was like, why didn't I see the notification of it? Because I'm looking in the multi-stream chat and not the Twitch chat, and that doesn't show me those. So, for those of you who are new with us, this is Octomuse, one of the channel mascots on Twitch. You can buy things with your little Twitch coins. And Rose just bought Octomuse, which means I have to wear Octomuse on my head for the next sprint because that's what we do here. I don't make the rules. Well, it's not true. I did make the rules. And so now I must abide by them. All right. Let me put her right up here. There we go. And let me fix my camera a little bit so that you guys can see her. Yes, it just had to be an Octomuse. Just had to. I can always count on you, Rose. All right, there we go. How about it? How about it, y'all? This hair is not long enough. Actually, I've got an appointment with my hair chick Friday, and this is going to be even shorter. I'm not going to shave it like I did earlier in the year, but I am going to get it cut a lot shorter. All right. There she is. Atop Mount Vanessa, right there. Okay, so I've got 20 minutes on the clock, y'all. Let's get into it. Here we go. That was the timer, y'all. That was the timer. All right, Sophia took off and Leia has to take off. So we'll see you later, Leia. Although I do want to hear about the music lessons. I want to know what those are about. So, but I hope you have a good one. And Rose wandered off to grab food. Sophia left and then everyone followed her out the door. But there's Octomuse. Thank you, Rose, for the Octomuse redeem. My hair is just like frizz, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. How'd everybody do that round? I'm up to 605 words. So I made my 500 word goal for today. So now we're going to up the goal to 750 and see if we can get there. So let's see how everybody did. Anita's still working on the newsletter, but in the end stretch, that's the thing about newsletters that annoy me, is just like, they often take a lot longer than I'm willing to really, put aside for it. Kelly says, halfway through the November wrap-up bit. I read 16 books! That's amazing. I can't even get through one in a month these days. I used to be a really avid reader, and like, I'm a relatively fast reader, but I just haven't been dedicating the time to do it. So, yay, huzzah, good on ya, good on ya. Doozy Squimps got about 500 words. That's amazing. Yes, you go, Doozy Squimps, you go. So, how'd everybody else do? So we get a little break again. So yeah, so I am going to step away, probably top off my tea, maybe, I don't know. I've got half a cup and it's a really big ass cup. Look at that. It's almost as big as my head. So yeah, so I'm just gonna step away for a couple minutes, but I should be back well before the 5-minute break is up. Ariel has returned. Welcome back, Ariel, just in time for a break. Good timing. So, all right. I am going to put 5 minutes on the red timer. I'm also going to change the station. We've been on the same station for a really long time because they haven't had any really good stations come back up. We've been on I think it's the punk station, punk or alternative rock or something like that. So I'm going to switch over to my liked, because our current musical choices are drum and bass, emo, epic, folk, happy EDM, which might be okay, hard dance, hip hop, house grooves, and hype bangers. So I think I'm just going to use my liked this time around, and we'll see. I don't think what we were listening to was ska. So Kelly says, I don't watch TV anymore and the kids are young adults now. In my free time, all I do is read. It's wonderful. That's awesome. I watch way too much TV. I'm currently watching The Alienist. It's only got 2 seasons and I'm in season 2, but it's really, really good. It's basically murder mystery set at the turn of the last century, like the 1800s to the 1900s. It's like a couple years before the turn of the century. Set in New York, and it's about what is essentially like the precursor of therapists, counselors, and psychologists. And a woman so a guy who's that, and it's called an alienist, someone who studies mental health of people. And then it has a woman detective. She's a detective in season 2. In season 1, she's a secretary at the police station. And then an artist, a guy who is, in season 1, he was an illustrator for different people and places, like newspapers and stuff. And this season, he's shifted into writing. So, yeah. Oh, I have the Alienist book. I need to read it. Well, the show is good. The show is good. I like period pieces a lot. So, yeah, I recommend it. I'm enjoying the series. All right. But let's take a quick break and we can talk about it a little bit more when I get back. Okay, so if you need something to eat, something to drink, you need to use the facilities. This is a perfect time for that. Again, if you've been sitting this whole time, get up, move around a little bit so you don't get too stiff. Your body will appreciate it when you're my age. And this is your final reminder. If you have not yet taken your meds, and you should have taken your meds by now, take your meds. Also, another reminder, save your work. All that. Okay. I will be right back, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. That's super weird because it says, like, it's not actually. So, what's funny is I started my liked channel, except the song that's playing does not have a little thumbs up on it, which means I didn't actually like it, but it's still playing. So, that's super weird. I don't know what's going on with that. So, I'm going to put the little timer up here so you can see it. So, we know how much time we have before the end of the break. So, we got 2 minutes. What else is going on? So we do have, I will be streaming again, tomorrow, both YouTube and Twitch. And then, I don't think I'll be doing co-working Friday. It depends on what time I get home. If I get home in time from my appointment, and I may have to go to my mom's afterwards. So it really depends. I have not put the event up. If I do end up doing co-working, I will put the event up really quickly and post it in the Discord. So, I'm having friends over this weekend, not the whole weekend, just Saturday. We're all going out to, there's a little class kind of thing, and then a bunch of us are getting dinner together, and then we're going out to one of the clubs that we go to sometimes. I don't go very often because, again, I'm old now. But I think we'll go and hang out a little bit. I probably won't stay too late. But yeah, so that's the weekend. So it's good. There's some friends from Alabama and then some friends who are from the other side of the city, like, but outside the city. So we don't get to see each other all that often. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. And then Sunday we have our chat. I'm really enjoying this little book that I'm working on. Ariel says, I'm hoping to meet up with the local writers group tomorrow night. If you can, that's awesome. Yay. Yay. If you're not able to make it, you can always hang out with Amelia because she does writing sprints tomorrow night. So, yeah, but good. I hope you're able to get out. Is that the same group as Beth's group, or is that, because I think you were talking about checking out another group. So is that the same one as you went before, the one that is Beth's group, or is this a new group to you? Oh, it's the same group. Good. I hope you're able to do that regularly. Where do you guys meet? Like, what is, like, you guys are up in Nashville, right? That's where you guys are? So I feel like I'm remembering you guys are in the Nashville area. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Although for some reason I feel like Beth is Atlanta, but I know she's not Atlanta. But it feels like she is. Mainly, probably because I see her. If I see her, it's in Atlanta. When I met her, it was Atlanta. Yes, we meet near downtown in Nashville. That's super cool. Yay. I love that. I love that. All right, so are you still going to work on day job stuff? Or are you gonna be working on writerly things? All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got another 20 minutes on the clock. We're going to do probably another 2 more sprints, and then we're going to head out. And so let's get into it, y'all. 20 minutes starts right now. All right. That's the end of that sprint. Welcome, Sister Star! Yeah, I don't do sound during the sprints, usually unless someone purchases music with plot bunnies. So folks can do that, but because we have some people who like to have music when they write and some people who don't like to have music when they write, we do both. So welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you could join us today. How are you doing? How are you doing? My name's Vanessa, by the way. I am obviously a writer because I'm talking about writing. And so I write primarily urban fantasy and with horrific elements. I also write short stories that often tend to be horror. I'm currently in my feminine rage era. And I'm also a professional editor and have been since 2008. I run the Writers Troupe, which is a writerly support and education group on Facebook, Discord, and Twitch, and also YouTube as well. Although I'm more active on Twitch than YouTube, but I'm trying to, make that a little better. So feel free to let us know what you're working on today. We've got one more sprint, I think, and then we are going to go raid someone. So we will do that. People on YouTube, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to... I'm not sure how that works when I'm dual streaming. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. So Sister Star, which is an awesome name. What do you do? What are you working on? Are you a writer? What are you doing? What are you doing? The rest of y'all who are out there, please let me know how you did that round. So I have made it to 779 words for the stream. So I made my 750 word goal, so we're now upping that to 1,000. But I'm at a challenge because, okay, so my two main characters got in a fight, and one of them left, and the other one, sometime later, I ended the scene when she left, and then my main character is in the next scene is dreaming, has this weird dream, wakes up to banging on the door. And so when she wakes up, in the original outline, the banging on the door was supposed to be that secondary character who in the original outline was actively her assistant in the tattoo shop. Except since I changed the beginning, she's not yet quite working for the main character, so I'm not really sure what the banging on the door is right now. I don't know if it's her coming back to be like, she's not going to apologize at whatever point they do talk again. But they're both better with each other. But I'm not sure she's at a point where she's going to do that yet. So I have the antagonist for the book. He could, I have him coming later in the book, in a chapter and a half or so later. But maybe I could have him come now. I don't know. That's what I've been fiddling with in my head. So Anita got the newsletter done, but just has to schedule it. Good job. Huzzah. Ariel did her job and had some bread. And I feel like that's all you really need, right? You did your job so your boss can suck it, and then you have some toasted bread. That feels like a good day. Kelly over on YouTube is working through the goals for December in the video edit. Excellent. Nice, nice, nice. Glad to hear it. All right, so for this sprint, I'm going to try to figure out who the fuck is at the door. I don't know. And then, and I'm going to go find somebody to raid for the Twitch folks, which means no music this round. Can't buy music this round because I have to have the sound on so I can go check out who to raid. So, yeah. I feel like we've been super productive today, y'all, so far. So one more sprint, and then we'll wrap it up. So, if you have not checked in yet, please feel free to check in. Sister Star, if you would like to Let us know what you're working on today. We are always happy to know that, happy to make new friends. All right. Are we ready? 20 minutes. Let's end it strong, y'all. Here we go. Okay, y'all, that is it. That is the end of the stream. How did you guys do? I didn't get any words that stream. I went trying to find somebody to raid. We have the usual suspects, the Egg and I, Starborn Striker. Desiree M. Ortega was streaming, but she had to go for an appointment that she has right now. So, I really wanted to raid her because she hasn't been on during our times in ages. So I was very sad that she had to go. So then I went looking for new folks. And a lot of the other people I follow aren't doing writing sprints. They're gaming or doing other things. So I went looking for some new folks. And I just couldn't find anybody that... Like, there was one that seemed like it might have a cool vibe. Except she was just, like, talking the entire time. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're doing. So I think we're just gonna... I think last time we raided Starborn Striker. So I think this time we'll raid Egg. So that's who we're going to raid. So let me go over the events of the coming week as I know them. And this is taken from the TWT Google Calendar. So I try to keep it as up to date as possible based on, you know, when people let me know they are doing or not doing a thing. Hang on. I have Egg's thing up in the background, and she just came off of a sprint. So, well, they just came off of a sprint. Alright, so let me go over these real quick. So tomorrow, I'm going to be right back here at noon Eastern Time. These are all Eastern Time. So I'll be here from noon until 3 tomorrow, doing this all over again. Then at 7 p.m., Amelia hosts her 30-minute writing sprint. She goes from 7 until 9. On Friday, I don't think I'm going to be doing my Zoom co-working, but we'll see. But at 3 p.m., Autumn is supposed to be doing her Twitch sprints from 3 to 5. Then at 7 p.m., Amelia hosts her writing sprints, again from 7 till 9. Then on Saturday at 11 a.m., we have Discord sprints with James. So he goes from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. over on the TWT Discord. If you don't have that, I'll put it in the chat. There we go. Or not, because I completely forgot to turn on my bot. That's why we haven't had any bot messages at all, because I forgot to turn the fucking thing on. Alright, anyway, once it boots up, I'll put it in there again. Anyway, so that's Saturday from 11 until 1. Saturday evening at 8 p.m., Autumn is supposed to be doing her Twitch sprints from 8 till 11. On Sunday, 10 a.m., we have the Sunday morning write-in with Lisa Raby. And she did put a post in the Facebook group that she is going to be doing it this week. So it will be 10 a.m. till noon on Sunday morning. Then at noon, I will be on This Week in Indies. We will be talking about dialogue, which is funny because we just talked about it during the TWT discussion this past Sunday. So I will be rehashing the things we talked about probably. So that is from noon until 1 on the Go Indie Now YouTube channel. Well, I don't know if he also... I know he does it to YouTube and Facebook. I don't know if he does it to Twitch for This Week in Indies. At any rate, that's from noon until 1. Then we have Twitch sprints with Autumn from 3 until 5. And then at 7 p.m. we have our usual Zoom discussion chat. We go from 7 till about 8:30, and the topic is voted on in the Facebook group. So if you're in the Facebook group, pop into the events section, go to the Sunday event, and in there is a post where you can vote and or suggest additional topics to be considered. I usually tally that about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday evening so that we know what the hell we're talking about. Then on, excuse me, then on Monday, we have TWT Sprints and Meditation with Joe Compton. He goes from 2 until 4 p.m. Then on Tuesday, we have Writing Sprints with Amelia, again from 7 until 9, 30-minute sprints. And that brings us back around to next Sunday, where we'll be doing this again and again. All right. I mean, it bring around to Wednesday. Did I say Sunday? I meant Wednesday. Ain't nobody talking in the chat at all. All right. So we are going to go ahead and raid Egg. They don't even know we're coming yet. But, you know, oh well. They'll figure it out. Thank you so much for being here, helping me make sure I get my stuff done. You get your stuff done. We do all the things. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. Okay, why is it not? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. All right. So we're going to raid. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later, y'all. Bye. Ooh.
Genuinely. Hi, hello, Vanessa. I'm reading all of these wonderful words back here. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Let me give y'all a little shout.